Welcome back, clarifiers. Alexa here. This channel is all about learning how to connect your brain with your heart. I've been on this journey and it's impacted me so much, and I'm just like, I got to share this with the whole world. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about two words: lack versus abundance. It's the approach we take to life in everything we do. So every action we take, every action, guys, and when I mean every action. Either we only have two approaches to any action in life. It's either from abundance or from lack. So let me give you an example. Let's say two friends are helping to set up for a party. And they went there because somebody said, hey, can you give me some help? We need some help. So both of them go out there. The first one says, okay, I'll go help you. And they're going from an abundance perspective. This abundance perspective is all about giving, okay? Whereas somebody going at it from lack, they are trying to fill a void. And so I know right now it kind of like, okay, what does that mean, Alexi? Well, let's dive into that a little more. Why is this so important? And what I realized and learned is that abundance and lack is a form of energy we come to whatever we do. And so that's another way of saying we put forth a certain type of energy whenever we're doing something. And why is that important? What does that have to do with real life and how it makes us feel and how it makes us think? Well, the thing is, energy, another word for energy in this case for when we're living our life out is emotions, okay? So when we have energy going out, it comes back in a form of energy called emotion. And so we might be doing something, if we're doing from abundance, there's always going to be growth. It's like a brick after brick after brick, you're building up. However, when we're doing something from a position of lack, it starts destroying us little by little by little, and eventually, as the saying goes, how does the saying go about the camels? Remember that one? It says, the straw that broke the camel's back. So when somebody is acting out of the foundation of abundance, their approach to life or an action is out of abundance, the way you know that they're doing it, or the way you can tell if you're doing it from this perspective, is when you do it for its own sake. One thing to keep in mind is that most of us are either doing things consciously or subconsciously. If you want to learn more about that, check out Bob Proctor. Just type in Bob Proctor and conscious and subconscious. He talks a lot about that in a very, very awesome way. So more so, we do things subconsciously. And so we might not be aware that we're doing this from a standpoint of abundance or lack. So when you're doing something out of abundance, let me give you an actual example. So if you have to go fishing, say, deadliest catch, that right there, you have to do it. You're not doing it for its own sake. You're doing it as a job to get something in return. Now, my dad, for example, he goes fishing for its own sake. He doesn't need to go fishing to feed himself. He goes fishing because he likes fishing. And so he's doing it for its own sake. That's what that means. Now, when you're doing something from lack, you're trying to fill some kind of void in your life. What does that look like? So when you're going and helping somebody, you're not helping them to help them, say in this case, setting up for a party. You're going there so that in hopes you get something in return. And in this case, it's an emotional charge, something you get back, something on the emotional scale. However, if you do not get filled up emotionally, as all humans need to, we all need to do that, and you're not getting, your void is not being filled, whatever it might be, since you're coming at it with lack, eventually you're going to start experiencing things like you're just going to get fed up with people or a certain person in your life. You're going to draw a line in the sand, which eventually will either be blown away by the wind, somebody will step over it, or nature will just wash it away, and you're going to have to do it again and again and again. You might eventually get to the point where you're just going to stop avoiding helping a person or helping people in general. Other people, instead of outwardly, they go inward and implode. They get bummed, unhappy, sad, and it can go all the way to depression. And a person who's coming at helping somebody from lack instead of abundance, lack will eventually feel undervalued. Hence, all these other things get triggered in their life. It's very important to understand and ask. I have to be asking myself, and just earlier today, let me show you guys. This work is epic. It's epic. Like, I was trying to understand. This is actual work today that I did about understanding, am I doing certain thing from a point, am I approaching this doing this thing from a point of abundance or lack? And I realized I was doing it from lack. And so after spending a few hours going through this process I created called the Synthetization Method. I can't even say it sometimes, getting better at it. So Synthetization Method that I've created, I've actually been going through it, and I created it for me and seeing how it helped other people. I'm like, whoa! And so I realized that I was doing this act out of lack. And so what it helped me understand is, if I keep doing this, I'll keep getting the same stinky results in my life, or results where I felt undervalued. I realized, wow, I was trying to get somebody needed help, and I used that kind of help to fill myself, fill a void in me that I am not getting filled, which is very important to do. And so I'd highly encourage you to learn this method of synthetization. It is incredible. I've been seeing how it's been impacting other people, but more so myself. And so ask yourself, check yourself before you wreck yourself, guys. Most of us are walking around that need to look into this, or it would benefit you to look at it. Look into this. Ask yourself, am I coming at this action from abundance perspective or lack perspective? Am I trying to seek something out of the exchange, or am I actually there for its own sake, doing whatever I'm doing? So I want to encourage you guys to look deep within, to understand yourself, so that you can fill yourself up from inside out. Fill your square footage, fill your cube footage. If you stretch your arms out, you're a whole cube. You can fill yourself from the inside out, share that with the world, and the world will know who you are, what you are. You will be a lot more confident in coming at life with a lot more abundance. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Comments, concerns, leave them in the comment. Click like, subscribe to this channel, share it with anyone who wants to start learning and understanding themselves better, and how to connect the brain with the heart through this process, through this method I call the Synthetization Method. What it is the word synonym with itization. I decided to create a new word for it because I couldn't find exactly a name for what I do that somebody already does it. Until next video, peace out.